Hello and welcome to Soul Steps. I'm David Gallagher. My sister, a few years ago, had to have her roof redone. She had to have a new roof on her house. And she called a company and had used this company in the past and was very pleased with their work. And she had a point of reference from the past that this was a reputable company that did good work. So she called them to come and put a new roof on her house. Well, what she didn't anticipate, and there was no reason to anticipate it, was the fact that the owner of the company had turned the business over to his son. And so this young man named Steve came out to her house, very nice young man, mid-30s. They got the contract signed. It came with a lifetime warranty. Aren't lifetime warranties great? And the roof was put on. And then the rains came. And after the first couple of rains, and a couple of her skylights started leaking, my sister knew that she had to call in. I was going to say cash in, but call in on her lifetime warranty. So she called Steve and said, "Hey, Steve, ever since you put the new roof on, there's a problem and my skylights are leaking." Well, as you can imagine, when a business has done a job and the business thought it was done well and done right, and the customer thought it was done well and done right, and then the rains come and you find out there's leaks, nobody's happy. Steve finally came out to take a look, and he tried to patch it up. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work. So my sister called him again and told him he needed to come back again. Anyway, it took some doing. And Debbie, my sister, could tell that Steve didn't care for her. She knew that she was just, to him, a dissatisfied, pesty customer. But Debbie didn't relent. She wanted the job done right, and she was told it was guaranteed. Anyway, after a lot more research and Steve's crew learning some things and peeling back more layers than they had hoped to, they figured out what had been done wrong. And they came up with some solutions to fix the leaks, which they did. They got the job done, the rains came again, and there were no leaks. My sister was thrilled. And one night in December, some months after the roof had been put on, many months, 6 or 8 months, Steve called my sister and said this. He said, "You know, I haven't liked you very much. You make me crazy over your nitpicky detail and what you consider should be great customer service. At the same time, though, you communicate honestly with me, and you're teaching me about being a person, along with my company, that provides great customer service. I want you to know that I'm done with being mad and upset with you. And I want you to know I'm thankful for what I'm learning and for what you've taught me about doing a good job." Needless to say, for my sister, that was so helpful and healing for her, to have a young man who was open to going the extra mile like he would tell his customers he would with a lifetime warranty on their roof. And how wonderful it was to actually have a young man come back and say, "You know how I felt, but I want to say I'm sorry. You were right. I've learned a lot because you held my feet to the fire, and I'm grateful." Proverbs chapter 15, verse 32 says, "Whoever ignores instruction despises himself, but he who listens to reproof gains intelligence." That's the English Standard Version. Hebrews 12:11 says, and it is referring to both the discipline that comes by confronting sin and mistakes and making them right, but it also is talking about how fathers discipline their sons for their sons' benefit. But Hebrews 12:11 says, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." My sister calling that young man Steve back to get the job done and done right was a form of correction. It was calling him to a disciplined approach to his business, correcting something that was wrong. And boy, he'll tell you, it was painful. But discipline, as Hebrews 12 says, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. You know what? When you're trained through correction to do things right, and you don't make the same mistake twice, and everything gets better, and your relationships get better, your work gets better, your business gets better as a result, then you know what comes with that training and that correction and that discipline? Peace. And so by that training and that correction, you do things differently going forward, and the end result of that is everybody is happy, everybody wants to be around you, everybody wants to do business with you, and everybody, especially you, gets to experience peace. Let me encourage you today. If there's some areas in your life that just need help, need correction, there needs to be some new training done to make sure you patch the skylights so they don't leak, learn from it. It's painful to have to go through until you get it right, but in the end, it's worth it all so that you get better and you don't make the same mistakes. But the biggest blessing is for you and everybody who knows you is peace. Thanks for watching today. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can reach us by writing us at hello@soulsteps.org. Please remember us as well in your giving. You can go to our website, soulsteps.org, and there's a donate button there at the top of the page. We appreciate that support. And share Soul Steps with people that you think will be encouraged and inspired by the simple stories that are shared here. Thank you, and God bless you.